ন্যাশনাল স্পোর্টস কার অফ বাংলাদেশ, কিন্তু কোনটা? GT86 নাকি MX5 নাকি দোনোটাই? Let us know in the comments. But যাই হোক, আমরা আজকে দোনোটা গাড়ি দেখবো in depth. Okay, if I had to sum up this review in one line, that would be having the most amount of fun for the least amount of money if you had to buy a reconditioned sports car in Bangladesh today. Both the cars have one thing in common, that is FR layout, front engine, rear wheel drive, which means you can tell by the look, 86 is a coupe and the Miata is a roadster, so the 86 is going to be bigger. The 86 is almost 1 feet longer than the Miata. Width-wise, they're almost similar. Height-wise, 86 একটু উঁচু, 86 এর wheelbase আরো 10 ইঞ্চি বড়. 86 standard comes with 17-inch alloys versus the Miata 16-inch alloys because smaller wheelbase. First up is the GT86 or the Subaru BRZ or the Scion FRS, আপনার যেটাই বলতে ভালো লাগে. This car was produced from 2012 to 2021 with a coupe layout. Depending on which car you either got the 4U GSC or the FA20, which was a boxer, revving at 7,000 RPM, making 200 horsepower, coupled with a 6-speed automatic or manual transmission, putting the part-weight ratio at 0.0756, so the higher the better. The GT86 weighs approximately 1,200 kilograms with a 53 to 47 front to rear power distribution ratio. Performance-wise, আমাদের টেস্ট অনুযায়ী 8.2 seconds 0 to 100 করা যায়.
Okay, coming over to the MX-5, ভাই আমি জানি বাংলাদেশে এখন অনেক হিট ছড়াছড়ি হচ্ছে এই গাড়িটা নিয়ে, সবাই ছাপরি XYZ চাতা বলতেছে, but this car is the world's best selling roadster, selling over 1 million units, and this has a Guinness World Record. You can hate the owners, but you can't hate the car. Produced since 2015, most of the MX-5s in Bangladesh are soft-top convertibles. Later in 2016, they introduced the retractable fastback or the RF, which is basically a hardtop convertible. আর এটা পপুলার হওয়ার একটা বড় কারণ হলো এটার 1500cc ইঞ্জিন, যেটার কারণে ট্যাক্স অনেক কম আসে, both import and AIT. Of course, এটার একটা 2 লিটার ভ্যারিয়েন্টও আছে. 1500cc ইঞ্জিনটা স্কাই অ্যাক্টিভ জি P5 আর 2000cc ইঞ্জিনটা স্কাই অ্যাক্টিভ জি PE. 1500cc ইঞ্জিনের আউটপুট ছিল 130 হর্স পাওয়ার অ্যাট 6500 RPM, আর 2000cc ইঞ্জিনটা 2018 পর্যন্ত 155 হর্স পাওয়ার মেক করে. Later it was bumped up to 180 horsepower. The car roughly has a 1080 to 1100 kg weight with a fantastic 50 to 50 front rear weight distribution. 1500cc power to weight ratio 0.0542, which is less than the GT86, and 0 to 100 as tested by us 8.8 থেকে 9 সেকেন্ডের মধ্যে হয়ে যায়. Okay, exterior wise, both the cars look very aggressive and sporty. Up front, both the cars have projection headlights and they're very low sitting. Rear wise, tail lamps, both the cars look really good, no LED components. 86 comes with a huge diffuser, dual exhaust but quad tips. Miata also has a diffuser but with single exhaust dual tips. Miata diffuserটা কিন্তু স্টক না, এটা কিন্তু পরে যে ওনার সে লাগিয়েছে. The GT86 has a much better interior with the red and black blend. The seats are semi-bucket seats which are both fabric and half leather. The steering wheel and paddle shifters are much better and easier to grip. Although this has rear seats, but the rear seats are not practical unless you're carrying a child. Cabin space wise, it's okay. The height is good. I'm 5'10", no interference. My hand and legs can stretch. The car comes with JBL speakers, so the sound reproduction is also very good. Of course, the Japanese variant comes with seat heaters. In this particular car, the owner got the interior trims with carbon fiber stickers on top of them, so it looks much better. The Miata comes with both leather and fabric seats depending on the package, but mostly the interior is blacked out. You can have other interior trims, but that's a bit rare. Unlike the GT86, এখানে একটা জিনিস লক্ষণীয়, সেটা হচ্ছে যে স্টিয়ারিং এর মধ্যে কিছু কন্ট্রোলস আছে অডিওর. In this car as well, the owner put on carbon fiber finish trims in the gear console and the door. মাঝখানে একটা infotainment screen আছে, infotainment screenের কন্ট্রোলটা আবার knob which is below the gear shifter. The MX-5 comes with a Bose sound system. This is also very good, but I don't like the infotainment as much. Gauge cluster wise, I really like the big RPM meter with the dials, but
overall dimensions এর কারণে getting in and out of the car is very difficult for someone my size. Also উপরে আমার মাথা বেজে যায়, well at least চুলটা বেজে যায়, and I can't quite stretch my arms as much. ছাদটা হাত দিয়ে খুলতে হয় যেহেতু এটা সফট টপ কনভার্টেবল, আর রিট্র্যাক্টেবল ফাস্ট ব্যাক যেটা ওইটা অটোমেটিকলি হয়। ফুয়েল ইকোনমি ওয়াইজ আমরা দোনোটা গাড়ি প্রায় 30 কিলো চালাই, এবং MX5-এ ইন্টারেস্টিংলি আমরা 8.5 থেকে 9 kmpl পাই, whereas in contrast to the GT86 আমরা 6.8 থেকে 7-এর বেশি কখনোই পাই না in city drive. Well, I've heard the MX5 owners say যে হাইওয়েতে MX5 15-16 দেয়। And as for pricing, the 1.5 liter MX5 has an advantage for its displacement. আপনি 36 থেকে 40 লক্ষ টাকার মধ্যে একটা রিকন্ডিশন MX5 পেয়ে যাবেন। আর যদি আপনি RF-টা নেন 2000 সিসি, তাহলে আপনি 50 থেকে 60 লক্ষ টাকার মধ্যে পেয়ে যাবেন ডিপেন্ডিং অন গ্রেড পয়েন্ট মাইলেজ অ্যান্ড মডেল ইয়ার। না, ওয়ান থিং টু নোট, আপনি আজকে দাঁড়িয়ে 2020 সালের আগের গাড়ি আনতে পারবেন না। সো ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু বাই এ 2020 or 21 মডেল GT86, আপনার কোনোভাবেই 55 থেকে 60 লক্ষ টাকার নিচে পড়বে না, বিকজ ইটস এ 2 লিটার কার।
Well, National Sports Car of Bangladesh, GT86. So driving this beautiful GT86 today, wow, the boxer revs, amazing. And we're not in sport mode yet. Econo আমরা sport mode and like, you don't feel that this is a manual, automatic, right? So you don't feel this is an automatic. You feel like this is a manual, and the engine revs so well. Being a boxer, I've never seen any Toyota engine rev so well in any car. And I mean, we're not in sport mode. So going on, I'm going to switch to sport mode and see how much more aggressive this gets. The response is there and it's so good. The car is stiff, but it's okay that it's stiff because that don't easily ঘুরে যেতে চায়, and it handles very well. If it was soft, it would have a lot of body roll. I like the seat sensor. And my god, the brakes. I think we stopped from 100 in just 20 feet or something. I don't know why people hate this car so much, but this car's performance is so much better than the MX-5. Like driving in portrait in the city and you're like cruising. It's pretty chill. মানে 1200 RPM এ গাড়িটা খুব সুন্দর ক্রুজ করে। When you're like cruising and chilling, it's pretty good. মানে 2000 RPM এ 1500 RPM এ there isn't any sound, body noise, discomfort. The slight stiffness suspension এর it's gonna be there, but it's good. AC ভালোই ঠান্ডা হয়, of course. বাংলাদেশে অনেক গরম আমাদের, so AC is very important ভাই। আপনি স্পোর্টস কার চালান আর লাক্সারি কার চালান, যাই চালান, and when you put your foot down, wow, instantly গাড়িটার মুড সুইং করানো যায়। Like you can be cruising and chilling in 1500 and you put your foot down and it goes to 7000 to 8000 RPM. So in the MX-5, so one interesting thing, প্রথমে আসলে চাপ দিতে হয় then shift করতে হয়. Didn't know that. We're in D Sport, the ratios are a bit longer, D Sport. But yeah, গাড়িটা 1.5 liter, it's pretty good. There is a 2 liter variant as well. This is an option automatic. One defining feature of this car is that গাড়িটা যেহেতু convertible, the weather is good. On a good day when it's not too sunny or it's not rainy, the weather is just right, you can put the roof down and just enjoy the cruise. So the car is pretty comfortable to drive. It's a 1.5 liter. When it's not in sport, it's pretty comfortable to drive. Yeah, so but আজকে আসলে বৃষ্টি আসবে and it's pretty humid out there, so we put the roof up. The AC is pretty good. The car is very small actually. For someone like me, the car is very small. গাড়িটা অতটা stiff না 86 এর মতো. It is very comfortable, like any regular car. That makes it a very good cruiser compared to the 86. আমরা যদি স্পোর্ট মোডে দেই, আর স্পোর্ট মোডে দিলে গিয়ারটা আসলে একটু রেশিওটা টাইটার হয়ে যায়, the tighter ratios. But it's not that fast. You feel the lack of power. But the power is not a consistency delivering. Gearbox টা ভালো, gearbox অনেক fast response দেয়, and I quite like how the gearbox changes the modes and gives you the driving experience. But the engine is not performing as much as I would expect it would. Yeah.
This is basically the front cluster view, and you have your infotainment here. So you have these buttons and knobs here, so you can change the modes right over here. Not much to choose from, mostly the entertainment. The AC is in knobs, unlike the GT86, which is actually a soft touch. Yeah, pedal shifter ase, it's there. So when you put it in D, and let's say we're putting it in sport, so here we go. Brakes are okay. Again, like I said, engineer power ta oi jagata te nai, so there is no point in pushing this car. I think this is a perfect cruiser in the city, in the highway. If the weather is good during winter, I think this would be an amazing car. Well, in conclusion, here's our take. The MX-5 is the master of its own class. If you want a fun roadster coupe to drive in good weather, আপনি হাইওয়েতে যাবেন, ঘুরবেন, সিটি ড্রাইভ করবেন, ছবি তুলবেন, then the MX-5 is a really good car for you. But if you want a two-door coupe which looks good and আপনি performance চান, which is a very performance focused vehicle, and সামনে অনেক tuning potential আছে improve করার, then the GT86 is your machine. My personal take, because I am a hardcore car enthusiast, I would personally prefer the 86 over the Miata any day. You can buy a used GT86 for 30 to 35 lakhs taka, and you can do a lot of mods to it, increase the power, enhance the handling and the brakes, and really enjoy driving the car.